Welcome back. Here I'm going to show off my Neo series sets. So luckily there are only 4 sets to show off here, and most of them are small. So, well, here we go. Starting off with Neo Genesis. I am missing Ampharos there. I would really love an Ampharos. There's another for Alligator that I'm missing. A different artwork one. That's Lugia. And, well, on this page I only have one holo Togetic. I would love to get the Typhlosion holos at some point. Well, you know I'd love to get everything at some point, but of all the cards I want in this set, Typhlosion and Lugia are definitely the ones I'd love. Well, and Ampharos, but anyway, so let me show off the Togetic again just in case you didn't see it. I think that's a holo Bounce Energy. They put the holo energy actually in the actual set instead of at the end like they do nowadays, so oh well. I'm not sure what I'm missing after this, so you're just going to have to look and try to figure it out on your own. Beautiful complete page here. I'm actually pleased that I got to complete this page by trading for the cards instead of having to buy them off Troll and Toad. Let's just have a look there. And a not so beautiful incomplete page. But yeah, I love this set. It's so great to see the Pokemon cards getting a slightly new look, but not really changing that much. Honestly, I think, aside from base set, Neo Genesis is one of my favorite older sets, just because of all the artwork and all the stuff. Oh, and this is a complete page too, how about that? And all of the new Pokemon we get to see and stuff. It's so awesome. So here we are. I don't know, that might be Remoraid, I could be wrong. Sudowoodo. Forever I thought that was a grass type, so yeah. I doubt I was the only one when Gold Silver first came out and I didn't have a player guide. Or the internet. Seriously, I didn't have the internet until about 2008. Yeah, that sounds about right. No, 2006. I went to the library once a week. That was my internet. Then 2008, I finally got real internet that lasted forever. Or rather indefinitely, not just forever. Come on. Let's see, that's a Japanese Moo Moo Milk, but I do have the real one. As you can see, it's behind it. But I like the Japanese one because it was banned in English, because it's a Centret sucking off of some sort of bottle that's supposed to emulate a cow, but it apparently was just too grotesque for English. Anyway, sorry, I was showing the text there, not the actual image. And then we got the energy. And then going on to Neo Discovery. I have 3 holos on this page. And 3 on this page. Beautiful holo Umbreon. I was so happy when I was able to trade for that. Someone had it, they were willing to trade it away, and I was just so excited. And the non-holo rares. Pretty much identical to the holos for the most part. There's like a few differences, but not many. And then on to the commons and uncommons, which I almost have a complete set of, but not quite. I'm missing that one there. I don't remember what that is. Kabutops, perhaps? Maybe it's Kabuto. I don't know. So we got a complete page here. So many unknowns to go after. It was hard to keep track of which ones I was missing and which ones I had. Sorry if my hand is a little shaky. Holding my hand above the binder like this it's tiring after a while. Not my hand, but to my arm. I have like no upper arm strength. But anyway, more unknowns. And then there were only 4 trainers in this set. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's it for Neo Discovery. Now for Neo Revelation. Which honestly makes no sense to me because Revelation is supposed to be at the end, but there's still a Neo set after this. So I actually have taken sleeves and put them in every single blank spot for this set, so it makes it a little easier to count, to be honest, whenever I'm just going through this. I don't know why, but it does. Anyway, I have a holo Delibird and a holo Porygon 2, and that's all for my holos from this set. Aerodactyl and Entei. Raichu and Raikou, and nothing down there. think that might be it for the non-holo rares. Yep, looks like it. So then we go to our commons and uncommons. And I think this is a complete page, yep. More unknowns. I'm just glad that we're not going to have a repeat of Unseen Forces where they put literally every single unknown in the set, all 28 of them. All letters of the alphabet and the exclamation mark and question mark. That's going to be such a hard set to complete because frankly no one collected the middle EX sets, so they're hard to get. And actually, Old Rod should be the final number. As you can see, it's number 62, 64, 64. But no, there are two more cards. There's Shiny Gyarados should go there, and Shining Magikarp should go there. 64? Yep, 64. Just making sure. Anyway, then here we are on to Neo Destiny. And, well, all that's on this page is Dark Crobat and Dark Donphan. Dark Crobat is really hard to tell, but it is a holo. Light Azumarill. I wish they would bring back the Dark and Light Pokemon again. The last time they did that was, I think, EX Team Rocket Returns. And nothing down there. And it might be a little hard to see what's actually on these pages, so I'll move the pages around a little bit to help. And nothing down there. About this set is where I don't have the majority of the cards. Before this, I actually have at least half of all the sets, or I'm sorry, at least half of the cards within each set. But beginning with this set, for example, you know, I only have one card on this page, two on this page down there. Beginning with this set, I actually don't have half the set. And it goes that way for a while. I'm not sure exactly how far. But it's just because about here is when people stopped collecting, or at least buying the cards. For a long while, they didn't start again until the later EX sets, and then they started playing with them. The only exception I can think of is EX Fire Red and Leaf Green. People bought that a lot because it reminded them of base set and stuff like that. There were no non-Gen 1 Pokemon in that set. More unknowns. So people jumped on that set like no one's business. So that's the only exception I can think of. I think they began going after cards again, maybe EX Holland Phantoms or Delta Species, something like that. And here we only have the 3 trainers in a row. And, actually I think I'm going to include the Legendary Collection in this video. I forgot about that. So my one Shining from this set, Shining Noctowl. Beautiful card. I forgot how I was able to get it, but I'm very happy that I was able to get it and not have to buy it. Legendary Collection. As you can see, a lot of blank pages. So I'm just going to show off the cards instead of the pages. Dark Raichu, holo. Muck, holo. Beedrill, holo. Or non-holo rare. Mewtwo non-holo rare. The one card from the set that was a reprint of a promo and not a set card. So I jumped on that first chance I got. Because that is actually a unique card to the set. Dark Dragonair. Nothing here. Ammonite. 3 cards on this page. Woo! Bulbasaur, Doduo, and Dratini. Eevee, Reverse Holo Execute. And people just love these reverse holos for some reason. I like them, but not enough to actually collect a whole complete reverse holo set. Onix, Pikachu, the one from Jungle. Psyduck from Team Rocket. Rhyhorn. Squirtle. Weedle. Potion Energy. No, I think that's the Potion Energy. What is that? Full Heal Energy. Reverse Holo Potion Energy. Very interesting. Challenge. And regular Potion. And then here are my VS cards. That's for another time. So I guess that's it for this video. And next I'll be showing off my VS cards.